Short and wide. That's been put away in the gap. Work to do for the fielder. They'll push for two. And it's important maybe as a spinner here when you're having two right-arm off spinners bowling to the left-handed batter. Ideally, want my bowlers to just maybe pitch it up a bit more further and invite him into the shots, HT.
Side up. Up.
A lot of the players we've seen
Yep.
these power plays when spinners are bowling utilise the sweep very well. The sweep and the reverse sweep.
Yep.
These short, get on bended knee and play that shot as yet. He seems to be wanting to hang back and encourage the spinners to get it a little bit fuller.
It's a packed offside here for Paudel inside the 30-yard circle. And he's hit that in the gap to perfection. Just how beautifully he transferred the weight and picked his spot and pierced the offside region. That's the shot of a man in good touch.
Coming around the wicket, Paudel did the ball through that offside where there is no protection. If he's going to bowl around the wicket, the ball's got to be spinning viciously. Always got to bowl it in and around middle and leg stump. That's much better. That's the line that he's got to bowl. Let's bear in mind, this is not a test match. He's not trying to get people out. He's trying to accumulate dot balls, and in the hope that Paudel will then take a risk. He's at a consistent tournament.
Smartly done, straight to the fielder. 7 runs of over number 4. It's been a quiet start. 18 for 1.
ठंडी में सूखल त्वचा दिखाई ऐसे बाकी महसूस हो ऐसे सिर्फ मॉइस्चराइज ना चुनी डीप प्रिपेयर पॉन्ड्स लाइट मॉइस्चराइजर के साथे एकरा में बाद सेरा हाई अमीनो जेकर मॉइस्चराइजिंग ट्रिपल कॉम्बो हर परत के मॉइस्चराइज करके सूखापन के ठीक करी सॉफ्ट स्मूथ त्वचा दिखाई ऐसे और महसूस हो ऐसे केहू भी मॉइस्चराइज ना करी पॉन्ड्स लाइट मॉइस्चराइजर जैसन शॉप नाउ
Take a look at the depth over here in terms of their bowling as well as their batting. Viratnagar Kings have played some very fine cricket and they've had some very fine performers through this competition as well. Over number 5. And at the moment, runs coming in singles. Bounced at it and he's launched it as well, Rohit Paudel. Talk about the right-handed batter taking on the turn and the spin of the off-spinner, and Paudel has done just that.
That's his job, and it's early on in the over now, so he needs to make it count. This is the low-risk shot. For Darcy Short to take it on, it's high risk.
This intent is very important from the captain. If the Lumbini Lions need to go past 150, he has to walk out with this approach. One six can certainly derail the momentum of a bowler, HT.
Well, you saw that there. He bowled it wide of off stump, which is a completely unprotected area of the ground, and Paudel missed out.
Well, the pressure telling on Bhatta. The 6 is still playing on his mind, and he drags one short and wide.
Yeah, the shot over deep mid-wicket is certainly playing its part, and the reason being is Bhatta feels that if he bowls it straight at the stumps, that Paudel will take on the leg side. So now he throws it wide of offside, but we've mentioned already, there's no protection out there. So the length has to be perfect. If it's slightly short, he's going to pounce on it.
This is where I feel Surya Tamang is being missed over here. You needed that left arm spinner. You have Sandeep Lamichan, yes. But you run the risk of sometimes just running into too many right-handed batters as well with 2 off spinners, HT.
They might have made this selection based on the fact of Darcy Short and Niroshan Dikvela, that Dilip Nath as well.
Yeah, he's enjoying himself in the middle. That's the second home run of the over. And Rohit Paudel has taken a liking to Butta. And he's got plenty of runs in over number 5, as many as 17. They've just got that momentum back in their grasp. 35 for 1.
तो जो क्या हुआ?
छोटा हो गया मम्मा छोटा हो गया
तोजो के बढ़ते ग्रोथ के लिए जूनियर हॉर्लिक्स। इसका डीएचए प्रोटीन जैसे 27 न्यूट्रिएंट्स बच्चों की फिजिकल ग्रोथ और ब्रेन डेवलपमेंट में मदद करता है। जूनियर हॉर्लिक्स, पोषण पूरा तो ग्रोथ पूरी। প্রতিদিন চাই স্যালনের মতো লুক, তাই না? কিন্তু প্রতিদিন স্যালন যাওয়া ইম্পসিবল। তাহলে
কিন্তু কিয়ারা স্যালন তো এখন বাড়িতেই। ট্রেসেমে ক্যারাটিন স্মুথ, আপনার স্যালন প্রফেশনাল ক্যারাটিন আর
Welcome back. The Lumbini Lions versus that big Biratnagar Kings lineup. Qualifier 2 of the Nepal Premier League. It's go big or go home. Nicely struck, one bounce over the boundary cushions. That's the way Darcy Short likes it. That's the area that he likes it. I'm Fazal Khalil. Very good evening, Carlos Brathwaite.
This is dominance from Darcy Short. It's an important game, and that's when big players stand up, and he stand and deliver on that occasion. A part of me feels as though the Marshall de Lange experiment to bowl him 1 over and bring him back now is less so about the overs that he bowls 1 and 6 and more so about the Darcy Short effect. And again, so nice, he had to do it twice. Back-to-back boundaries for Darcy Short. The Lions are roaring. Full toss on this occasion and smacked into open leg side boundary. We're still in the power play. Darcy Short is well and truly in. 18 balls so far. The partnership building nicely. 20 balls for 35.
That's beautifully cut away, but there is protection in the deep there. Darcy Short really looking good, and so is Rohit Paudel, the skipper. Come at the hour, come at the man, they say. Rohit Paudel, today's the day, today's the evening, and this is the stage. Marshall de Lange has bowled so well throughout the tournament. It's that big moment for him as well. You don't want to get overawed by the occasion. You need to play on the merit of the ball.
Yeah, Marshall de Lange has been clever. We've seen him use the slow ball now to get a single. He got a wicket last game as well with the slow ball. He's been very smart.
Shot. Just wait for the umpire's call. 1 for the over, he says. That's a really quick delivery. 135 Ks. He says I could get it, but he didn't really see it, did he?
It was quick. It was absolutely rapid. Threw him before he even knew it. And he just wants a little nick on that. One, just enough to go over the keeper's head. Could potentially go all the way for 6 as well. But pace on is in the favour of the batter.
Coming on to him a lot quicker than he expects. So there is a little bounce and a little pace in this trip. It's pitch number 4. This is where the Biratnagar Kings really played well the other evening. And they got those runs, 148, I think it was, in under 12 overs.
Yeah, that's why I think it's an even better game with the way the game is set up, with the Lions batting first and the Kings chasing. Because if they can get up to 160.
9 runs of the over, 6 done, power play out of the way, 44 for 1.
ले आइए जिंक ताजगी वाला नया क्लोजअप। अब बड़ा क्लोजअप सिर्फ 55 रुपए में। महीने भर की ताजगी अब सिर्फ 55 रुपए में। ले आइए जिंक ताजगी वाला नया क्लोजअप। अब बड़ा क्लोजअप सिर्फ 55 रुपए में। महीने भर की ताजगी अब सिर्फ 55 रुपए में। ले आइए जिंक ताजगी वाला नया क्लोजअप। अब बड़ा क्लोजअप सिर्फ 55 रुपए में। महीने भर की ताजगी अब सिर्फ 55 रुपए में। ले आइए जिंक ताजगी वाला।
Just a signal done with the power play. That's umpire Wimla Siri from Sri Lanka as we take a look at the ownership. Really happy camp indeed, the Lumbini Lions. A very, very good win yesterday. Could they put it across? Sandeep Lamichhane and his Biratnagar Kings. A very, very crucial moment in the game. Just as we exit the power play, enter Sandeep Lamichhane. Good move, Carlos.
Yeah, always is. You always get your spin in straight away. Especially with Sandeep being the talisman of this team, leading wicket taker. They want to break this partnership. It's accounted for 25 balls now, 37 runs, and it's building nicely. Left hand, right hand combination, two international players, two good stroke players as well. You think he needs to get a wicket?
Well, he'll have to not only be decisive in stroke play, he'll have to be really positive as well. Sandeep Lamichhane, he'll have to watch out for that wrong gun. He has a very well disguised googly.
It's been an even power play. Darcy Short and Dinesh starting proceedings. And though early wicket fell, it felt as though it's this partnership between the skipper, Rohit Podal, and Darcy Short. In their approach, and just to finish, a flurry of boundaries. 45 for 1. It's very even, very, very even. You can feel the tension building. Two elder statesmen at the crease and a few other statesmen on the field.
2 is the call. And he's coming back courtesy that misfield. Hands on hip from Sandeep Lamichhane. They've had a really good power play, 44 for 1, considering the fact that we've not had too many good power plays throughout the season so far. Under pressure in this big game. There it is, the invitation.
Yeah, I think this was impressed me about the Lions, the way they're set up as a team. They try to maximize each other's strengths. Rohit Podal takes a little time to get in, but if you look at that strike rate, 23 off 15, it sets him up perfectly now for going into those middle overs where he's really proficient at rotating the strike.
5 runs of the over, good end to it. Lumbini Lions put into bat 49 for 1 after 7. 5 runs of the over, good end to it. Lumbini Lions put into bat 49 for 1 after 7.
म्यूचुअल फंड ने स्मैच नहीं करा कभी म्यूचुअल फंड सही है म्यूचुअल फंड्स की पिच पर स्मैच टाइम टिका रहेगा फायदा होने के चांसेस उतने बढ़ेंगे सही है म्यूचुअल फंड्स में पेशेंस रखना सही है
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें
ले आइए जिंक ताजगी वाला
Lot of red all around, as well as support for the Biratnagar King, Sandeep Lamichhane, a big name, this neck of the woods. There it is, the ownership. The Biratnagar Kings a little nervy for sure. They lost that game against the Sudur Paschim Royals. Prachis GC, who's bowled so well in the tournament for the Biratnagar Kings. He's picked up wickets at regular intervals. He's got the penchant to pick up those wickets, but today's another day. Playing on pitch number 4, not too much has been played on this pitch. Darcy Short likes the ball coming on, and with the left-hander bowling over the stumps, he'll be angling that one in the slot. drill down the ground. There is insurance in the deep. Well, with all the action here, Jess is in the thick of things. She's got someone really special. Take it away, Jess.
I'm joined here by team director of the Kings. Dipendra, 7 overs down now. What do you make of the team performance so far here tonight?
We are in the decent position. We say the 2 wickets could be more better, but the wicket took flat, so it's on decent. We are doing good.
You've had a second chance at the final today. What's the plan of attack stepping onto the field for the boys?
Yeah, getting in the second on the table, we got the opportunity to have the second chance. We are prepared well as a team. Let's see how the performance comes today.
Of course, and now without sharing too many secrets, after last match's loss, what are the kind of team conversations that have taken place?
Actually, we had a bad day on that day with Sudhir Pachim, so we had a meeting with the team and then try to correct what mistake we did, especially in the batting part. We collapsed on the power play. Hopefully we have a lot of chat with the teams to had wicket in the power play, and let's hope we do good on the power play.
Of course, now overall it's been a very, very positive experience for the team this comp. What's that team environment look like?
No, team is very positive, very energetic with the team. Learning a lot from them, and hopefully they will be better in the future.
And you speak about Faf there. How well is he integrated into the team?
Yeah, he passes his knowledge to the young guys, so he's very good with the team.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. All the best to you and the Kings.
Thank you, Jess.
Thank you. Back to comms.
Well, thank you very much, Jess. 50 also coming up in that over. That was Dipendra Chaudhary, the team director of the Viratnagar Kings. They came into this tournament really as one of the top 2 sides, Carlos, but you saw the way Sudhir Pachim has played. They really humbled the big team with Faf du Plessis in it.
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen again tonight. It's difficult to make players of that class, caliber and quality fail twice back-to-back in the same manner. So the Lumbini Lions would, in my opinion, need a couple of options to trigger a similar result. One being getting a big enough score to put them under some pressure, the Kings, and then being a little bit more clever with the way they go about the bowling. I don't expect to see a power play collapse with the bat like we saw the last game from the Kings.
Slow delivery to end the over. And keep strike Rohit Podel. 6 runs of the over, 8 done, 55 for 1.
Dad, I'm a genius. We don't have to freeze anymore. I can make us penguins fly.
That's going to be tricky without wings.
Exactly. That's why I've got Red Bull. It gives you wings. All we have to do is drink it.
And how?
Come on, Dad. Just drink it. Look. But why?
Why? It's minus 40 degrees. Or did you think we're doing this for fun?
Red Bull gives you wings.
But only if you drink it. Oh.
इथे जेव्हा जेव्हा पुरी बनते
the invincible, the Himalayan range. In the background there, in the foreground is the valley of Kathmandu. You see the plane there just going over the Himalayan mountain range, and as we pan right, we come towards the ground, the Chobar Hills there. There you can see the snow-capped Himalayan peaks. What a sight, isn't it? A sight for sore eyes.
It's a beautiful sight to stay far away from. I'm not the adventure man, but it is so beautiful to watch. Have you done any touring of the Himalayas?
Well, I'm a little bit like you, Carlos. I was offered and I politely declined. I was offered the very second or third day by the secretary of the CAN, Mr. Paras Khatka. He asked me whether I'd like to go on an aircraft close to the Himalayas, and I said, you know, I'd rather just stay in the hotel room and look at it from the window of the hotel. That's beautifully struck. That's high, wide, and handsome. First 6 for Darcy Short, and he this evening means complete business.
Supreme striking from Darcy Short. He knew it in the middle straight away. That's gone a mile. The batting so far in this partnership, which has just breached 50, has been exemplary. They've picked their matchups. They've been very smart in between those matchups, rotating strike. And when the matchup suits, they've gone big. Darcy Short a couple times to Marchant de Lange, and now to Sam Hazlett.
Will be called wide. Just overcompensating there was Hazlett. Once again, you can see those snow-capped mountains there, and then in the foreground, the valley of the city. And in between all this, we have Darcy Short, who's batting with the freedom of 1,000 doves.
Oh, they're playing so beautifully, man. Roy Podal and Darcy Short. When it's not in the area, they're finding ways to maneuver the strike. 18 dots between them. And then once that matchup comes, we saw Podal take out Batter earlier, now Hazlett to Short, same thing.
Intelligent cricket by the skipper. They've got the runs in the over, just nudging it around, picking up the single. You're already 10 runs in this over, 2 deliveries to go.
Doesn't seem to be any demons in the pitch. What do you think is a reasonable score to target?
Once again played off the back foot. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything we saw last evening. So I think a par score here would be in excess of about 160, maybe 165. But the way they're going here, even 170 is possible. But they shouldn't lose wickets, especially these two. It all looks good, but once you start losing wickets, you're staring down the barrel. 9 done, 66 for 1.
Want salon-like hair every day, but visiting a salon every day, impossible. So then?
But Kiara, your salon is now at home. Tresemme Keratin Smooth, your salon professional. With keratin and argan oil, controls frizz up to 72 hours.
The salon look every day. Tresemme, salon now at home.
दुर्गंध श्वास को आपण परिचय हेबाकू दियंतु नाही नै आसंतु बड़ क्लोज अप एबे मात्र 55 टंका रे सारा मासर सतेजता एबे मात्र 55 टंका रे दुर्गंध श्वास को आपण परिचय हेबाकू दियंतु नाही नै आसंतु बड़ क्लोज अप
9 and over from here, 165. I think they need to be conservative, as in their thinking. They need to think 160, 165, you might end up with more. The minute you start thinking of 180s, then you'll be struggling to get to that 150 mark. Drops that shot, the wrong gun, just dragging it short. But you did the pitch report, Carlos, and it looked a good deck today.
Yeah, and it's playing very, very nicely as well. There's a lot of barren areas there just before a set of grass in the middle. And we've seen that barren area has meant that the ball is not spinning, it's not gripping, it's just sliding on quite nicely. It is important that these two stay together for as long as possible. It looks like batting is getting easier as you get in.
But they also need to keep in mind that the dew comes in at about 5-ish local time, and that's when batting becomes really easy. And so they need those extra 15 runs perhaps if they have wickets in hand.
Hey, just wondering the process of getting those extra 15 runs.
The way they need to do it is play these overs intelligently between 7 and 15. If they can have a good 7 and 15 and not lose a wicket, perhaps just lose one, then they can go really big, 12s, maybe even 13s in the last 5 overs.
Yeah, and you look at the batting, Sandeep Jora, Dickwell, and Nath, Smith, Trumpelman, Sharmala, all can swing the bat and get you a couple cameos.
Well, we've been really enjoying ourselves out here in Kathmandu for the last 3 weeks or so. I'm Fazal Khalil. With me is Carlos Brathwaite in this beautiful HP lubricant commentary box in this Siddhartha Bank League. You're enjoying yourself, Nepal Premier League Season 2?
Yeah, it's been fun, and it's going to be business. I know we're 2 games out from a winner. And these are the games you love to be a part of. The big boys come to play in big games. We can see it now with these two experienced guys. You can see Sandeep trying to make inroads. We saw Faf come to the party when his team needed it to get into that top two. He wanted to come to the party again today. Martin Guptill, Marshall DeLange, all these names on show right here in Kathmandu.
Well, absolutely. Faf du Plessis, thousands of them here have come to watch just that one man. And I'm sure he's not going to disappoint them this evening. Another googly to end the 10th over. We're at the halfway stage. Put into bat the Lumbini Lions 69 for 1.
ड्राई स्किन ये मौसम नहीं, ये मॉइस्चर लॉस है आपकी स्किन से। स्किन बैरियर डैमेज होने पर मॉइस्चर खोने लगता है। लैक्मे पीच मिल्क मॉइस्चराइजर 2% प्रो सेरामाइड्स जो स्किन बैरियर को रिपेयर करे और पेप्टाइड्स मॉइस्चर को लॉक करे। दे स्मूथ प्लम्प स्किन बैरियर रिपेयर विद लैक्मे पीच मिल्क मॉइस्चराइजर।
हाइड्रेशन के फ्यूचर बा एरी, वेटलेस और क्लाउड सॉफ्ट। नया वैसलीन क्लाउड सॉफ्ट क्रीम सेरामाइड हाइल्यूरॉन मॉइस्चर फिलर्स के साथ है जौन राउ त्वचा के दी ही 10 गुना ज्यादा हाइड्रेशन भीतर से, नॉन स्टिकी और फास्ट अब्सॉर्बिंग टेक्सचर में। प्लम क्लाउड सॉफ्ट त्वचा खातिर नया वैसलीन।
Well, it's the penultimate time this season. 3 sides still in the hunt. We know the Royals will be there on Saturday. Who will join them is the question. The Lions have probably had the better start of the two. We've seen some great moves and vibe in the crowd as always. I think it will have been a fascinating, expert strategic timeout for both sides, because I don't think the Kings will be overly unhappy. But I do suspect the Lions will look to get a move on. Both batters striking at 120. They have a great platform. What can they get to? Remember, of course, we've got our Midea AEC coolest fan of the day as well. We'll have to select that later on. A few too many men winning recently for my liking. Come on, women, your day today. And you will win a free air conditioning unit for the hot and cold that we're seeing. And there's the Lions bench and team owners up there. Okay, Andrew Leonard here, HT Ackerman alongside me. HT, great to be with you, mate. Where's the time gone? Just 2 games to go, almost feeling a touch melancholic.
I'm still trying to work out what we predicted in the first week, if it's come true or not. The one thing I do know, we said, is that we like the look of the Lions side, and then when they went win, loss, loss, we thought there'd be egg on our face, but they've come back well, and they do find themselves, you're right, they find themselves in a really good position here, but we've seen so many good positions blown in the last 10 overs.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, with a little bit of rose-tinted glasses, we said the 3 sides that recruited best were Pratish GC thought it might have flicked the pad. Been a good partnership though, we're at 62. I know there's been comments, including from yourself, about Rohit Paudal's strike rate, but he just continues to churn out runs. And Darcy Short, having had a difficult start to the campaign, has really improved as it's gone on.
I thought they selected their matchups particularly well during this partnership. Paudal took on the off spin, and Short the seam and the left arm spin.
So many, not just in Nepal but around the world, have commented upon Rohit Paudal's stature as a young man, as a leader, as someone who shoulders a huge amount of responsibility. Same as last year when the Lions were losing all around them, he was the only one to stand up to be counted when Nepal have got into trouble. He's a formidable young leader, an impressive young man.
Yeah, I don't want people to get me wrong when I say that I think he needs to improve on his strike rate. I'm doing it because I want him to take the next step. That'll be a wide. I think he's a very, very good player, and last year he held that team together and had to play in the manner that he did. I don't think he's had the same the same impact this year as he had last year, and he's had a little bit more support. But I think if we're going to see Nepal upset some players in a couple of months' time, or upset some teams in a couple of months' time, I'd like to see him take his game to the next level.
Yeah, and I wouldn't disagree with that at all, and I think he has the capability to do that. We're going to take on the second. Good identification of the fielder, Lamachani, not the strongest arm, so Paudal gets back comfortably despite it being the shorter side. I have concerns about Mumbai, I'll be honest. I don't think Italy is a gimme at all. I think they're a formidable unit. They're currently undergoing a 4-week training camp in Dubai. They've got internationals coming up against Ireland in January. The West Indies will be a completely different side to the one that Nepal beat in the Unity Cup in Sharjah. Bangladesh's pace attack on a fast surface in Mumbai is going to be tricky. And then England will be one of the tournament favourites. All that stacks up to potentially 4 very difficult games of cricket for me. And I agree with what you're saying. Paudal needs to step up and improve his game, but I've seen him do it, particularly against the West Indies A side here, with a really good bowling attack last May, where he struck generally at 160, 170. He can do it, but I also think he kind of adapts his game to the situation, the circumstance. I think he can change those gears come February.
It might be a controversial statement, but I look at a South African called Jacques Kallis, who everyone will know. And yes, he'll go down as one of the greatest players that have ever lived, ever played the game. But I think in white ball cricket, his teammates will say he could have been better because he possessed the quality to be better. And I'm not talking about the actual average or the amount of runs scored, but how he scored them. Is that if Kallis got out for 20, I'm talking about the actual average or the amount of runs scored, but how he scored them. Is that if Kallis got out for 20, I'm talking about the actual average or the amount of runs scored, but how he scored them. Is that if Kallis got out for 20, I'm talking about the actual average or the amount of runs scored, but how he scored them. Is that if Kallis got out for 20, I'm talking about the actual average or the amount of runs scored. It was often in 35 balls. If Kallis got 100, it would be in 101 balls. And I'm putting Paudal in that category.
Nice little off cutter from Pratish GC to get out of his over with 8 coming from it. Lions continue to build, 77 for 1.